What is up, Rage Nation? We are back with another behind the scenes radio interview. We got Chrystal from Anoxia here with us. Chrystal, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
I noticed it didn't give you the background. Usually when people throw up the horns, it gives them the background.
Probably have too much shit in the background.
Oh, there we go. There it is.
There we go. So we get to play with the emojis and stuff. So there we go. Got that too.
Look, you learn something new every day.
You didn't know about that?
No.
This is awesome. There we go.
Gum. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember that one too. Right on. All right, so we'll get to the radio interview here in a second. If you're watching and you want to help support our mission of giving a global platform to independent and unsigned bands, one of the simplest ways to do it, everybody shops on Amazon. Check out the crawl, check out the description, tinyurl.com/Amazon link MO. Every time that you purchase something on Amazon, we get a small commission and it helps keep this thing rolling. We sure would appreciate it. All right,
awesome.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. This one has been brewing for a while, but we finally got Chrystal in here with us. She's the lead vocalist from the band Anoxia from Baltimore. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing great. How are you? Thanks for having me.
I am fantastic. Yeah, the pleasure is all mine, man. All right, so we like to get this out the way first because the Rage Nation, they are a nosy bunch of mofos. They want to know more about Chrystal. So we like to play a game. We're going to play 10 rounds with Mikey O.
Okay.
All right. It's kind of like a this or that. I'm going to give you like 2 things, 3 things possibly, and you tell me which one you like better, okay?
Oh, okay. Let's do it.
All right. First round. Better first date, fine dining or concert?
Concert. Duh.
She's passing up the steak. Going to the concert.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Steak can wait.
What if it was like an Engelbert Humperdinck concert?
Then I might take the steak.
I get you. All right, round number 2. Combat boots or high heels?
Oh, combat boots, because I cannot walk in heels to save my life. I will break my neck.
Round number 3. Pizza or hamburger?
Pizza, all the way. Pizza.
What's your favorite topping?
Ninja Turtle style. Actually, mushrooms and spinach is like my favorite, so that's so weird. So I'm gluten-free, so I can't have all the nasty stuff, but pizza always rocks. So
now with the spinach, are you going with like the Alfredo white sauce or are you going with like regular tomato sauce?
Yes. Yes. Alfredo, the extra cheese. Oh yeah. Oh my God. It's amazing. Less heartburn too.
All right, round number 4. Vinyl or CD?
Oh, CD for sure. I can't do vinyl because I don't have a vinyl player. I don't have a record player. I love to get into the collection, but I just don't. I have CDs dating back from when CDs first came out, and I think my age is showing now.
What's your most prized CD in your collection?
Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and the Infinite of Sadness.
Great album.
Yeah.
Great album. You know, I'm really big into wrestling, and I don't know if you knew this. Billy owns a wrestling organization, the NWA, National Wrestling Alliance.
Nah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can check it out on YouTube.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that at all.
He's on there every now and again.
Wow.
He goes by William Corgan.
Get out of here.
All
I
right.
love it.
Let's see here. Round number 5, pop punk or metalcore?
Metalcore all the way.
Oh
yeah.
Now, if you're walking by and there's a pop punk song on, are you keeping on going where you're going, or maybe you're checking it out a little bit?
I might check it out a little bit. I'm a multi-genre girl. I love my all things.
There you go.
All of them.
Round number 6, flying or driving?
I'm a truck girl, so I'm gonna drive for sure. I'm a designated driver everywhere we go.
What's the farthest length you've ever driven?
Kansas City.
From Baltimore?
Actually, I'm lying. Well, I don't know. Is Kansas City further than? No, I think it would be Alabama, Mississippi. Yeah. Either way, it's directional.
Yeah, either way, it's Tornado Alley.
Yeah,
You're
yeah, for
tornado.
sure. Yeah, for sure. Yep. And yes, one way.
Let's see. Round number 7. Playing at a venue or a festival?
That's tough for me because festivals, you're not as intimate with your audience as you are with venues, and I like to be intimate with my crowd. Doesn't matter if there's 5 people or 500 people. To get that intimacy is so much more important than the bodies in the room. So I would have to say venue.
Right on.
Yeah.
Round number 8. Lipstick or lip gloss?
Lip gloss.
There you go. Round number 9. Coffee or energy drinks?
Energy drinks.
What's your favorite one?
I'm hooked on the Celsius right now. I do coffee, but I do the mushroom coffee.
Yeah. At one time in my life, when I was a retail manager, I was absolutely hooked on Rockstar Juiced, mostly like the fruit punch. And I
Oh
would
yeah.
pregnancy crave it. You hear me?
Oh boy, that's some serious cravings right there. That's interesting. I played Rockstar Uproar Fest years ago.
Oh,
So
nice.
I did the Rockstar, but I had a drummer at the time who worked for Monster, so it was kind of a conflict of interest.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right. And the finale of 10 Rounds with Mikey O. Let me get my sound effects up here. I should have had that already.
Uh-oh.
Mohawk or mullet?
Oh, Mohawk. For sure.
We were hoping for a mullet.
I'm sorry. I had a chick mullet once. I killed my hair dyeing it too much, and I totally had a chick mullet. It was horrifying.
Yes.
I pulled it off though. I pulled it off, so that works.
I tell you what, you look, at some point, everybody's probably had a modified mullet at their one point in life. And you know what? Down here in the South, it's catching back on. So it's only a matter of time till it comes back up there. So
Oh boy.
it could happen again for Chrystal. We'll have to
Oh
wait and
God,
see.
no. I got the new dread thing going on, so I think I'm gonna hang with that for a while.
Right on. All right, well, that was 10 Rounds with Mikey O.
Woo!
All right, let's go ahead and talk about the song. This is your latest single off your new release. It's called Relinquish the Quiet. What's this song about?
Relinquish the Quiet. Well, so Anoxia was on a hiatus for a while, almost 8 years, and I was looking for something that was really powerful. I'm a very powerful title bringer. My anniversary edition album had titles on there like Echo the Void, and so I wanted something that was really going to stand out. And I called the hiatus, instead of saying hiatus, I would call it the quiet, because we were so in coming back out with this whole new image, this whole new sound, and a whole new game. And my first full-length album, it needed to be big. So Relinquish is a really just kind of witchy spiritual word, and the quiet. So you're going to not be silent any longer. It's also the first song that I scream in. So I learned a little
nice.
trick, and yeah, so I learned how to do a couple little total screams, and still working on some stuff, but I think it worked out really well.
I've been watching a lot of how to fry scream on YouTube, and like my wife walked in on me one time doing some of the exercises, and she's like, "What in the world are you doing?"
Oh God, that's great.
Yeah. So I feel
it's a technique, it's a skill for sure. You really have to be in control of this entire chamber, or else you're gonna really screw yourself up. So yeah.
Here it is. It's the brand new single from Anoxia. It's Relinquish the Quiet on Indie Rage Radio. All right, very good. Segment number 2. We're going to spend a little time at Gangsta's Paradise.
All right.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. We are back with Chrystal. She's the lead vocalist for the Baltimore hard rock band Anoxia. Chrystal, where can they find your band on the internet?
Oh God, we're everywhere. However, I am not the only band that's called Anoxia. You can search us on Google and find us everywhere, but you're also going to find a Denmark band that's clearly not me. So if you see this face, you see modern, hard rock or whatever, that's me, but the other guys are not me. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, Spotify, Apple Music, we're everywhere. But just search Anoxia Music or Anoxia Maryland, Anoxia Baltimore, and you'll find us.
Yeah, go support this band. Go find them. Go
Yeah.
subscribe. Go follow. Go like. Go buy some merch. Go stream it. And you know what? Somebody told me the other day that people aren't really buying songs anymore. They're just streaming them. And I tell you what, Spotify is screwing these bands. Go buy their music.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about, you guys just had a big video release. You were featured on a song with your husband Corey from the Baltimore band Carbon Stone. And we love covers over here at Indie Rage Radio. We play covers all the daggum time. So I was really excited about this. And of course, we talked with Corey a few months ago. So but
so then you also must know that I covered Dreams from Fleetwood Mac.
I did not know that.
Uh-oh, surprise.
Let me write this down.
Yeah, I did.
We
did our own little spin on it, and it was it turned out absolutely amazing. It's probably one of the most beautiful pieces of work that we've ever done. But yeah, definitely Gangsta's Paradise was a whole vibe in itself.
Yeah, so. And RIP to Coolio. He passed away 2 years ago.
Oh God.
What an epic song this is. I mean, I remember the first time I heard it when it came out, I was absolutely blown away. I mean, the very beginning hooks you in, and then it's just an epic journey throughout the whole song. What was the process that you guys went through where you were like, hey, this is the song that we want to cover?
So oddly enough, it was it was a drunken decision in Ocean City when we were on vacation. But we heard the news. We were having a couple drinks in the hotel room, and we really got bummed about it because Coolio is a staple in the music industry. No matter how you look at it, no matter how you slice it, Coolio is Coolio. And he touched a lot of people. He was very positive, and specifically this song and this video, and the movie, it just pulled people into a whole different world that I don't think that they were aware of. And he was able to connect that way through music. And, we were like, we got to do this and we got to do it fast, because if anybody knows anything about covering somebody who's just passed, it's like you get sucked into this whirlwind of I did this and I did that. And then all of a sudden you're one of 50 songs that got done and nobody ever sees it. So we said, you know what, we're just going to go to the studio. We're going to book it right now. I drove from Ocean City the back way all the way to the studio through Delaware, dropped him off, got him set up, left, went home, unpacked all the luggage, dealt with the animals, and then went back to the studio all the while they were making the music, and he's in the vocal booth and I'm figuring out what I'm going to do, and I'm doing artwork. And it was like a 10-11 hour day for us. Wow. And traveling, I mean, it was, but we got it done in one day, like oddly enough, one day. And we were just blown away. Like all three of us are just sitting there staring at each other like, I can't believe that just happened. And we didn't really do much with it visually. So when he decided that we were going to do a video for it, I was like, let's go right now. Let's book it. Let's get it done. So I'm glad we did. Yeah.
And if anybody follows you guys, Anoxia or Carbon Stone, I mean, they know that you guys have the dopest music videos. I mean, they're such a vibe, all of them. And so let's go ahead and shout out some of the people that were behind this Gangsta's Paradise video.
So Gangsta's Paradise is, I don't know if you guys know who Pink Elephants are. Pink Elephants are Josh and Finch. They're really good friends of us. And they have a passion for everything, art, everything, music, video, photography. I mean, you name it. They could even do short films. I mean, even coming from, and they worked with my previous videographer who moved to South Carolina, who is TJ Darpino, who also happens to be one of the original members of Anoxia. So when we went on the quiet, the hiatus, he became a videographer for weddings. So I kind of pulled him into this realm too. and then he moved, so we went this way with these guys, and it just, I mean, they're flavorful, they're very patient, they're bouncing ideas off of each other, they're, let's try this, let's try that. They were totally open to everything that we wanted to do, and that's important when you're doing a video. And it was just fun. It was fun. I couldn't believe the time that just flew by. I'm like, are we done already? Really? This is awesome. So, and it was a whole different taste of, visuals that we were getting, because it was more like a urban setting, darker. It was really, it wasn't as like horror movie, themed, or like I like to do my stuff theatrically and kind of witchy and what have you. But this was different. This was definitely different. And I love every second of it.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, go give it a view. It's on YouTube right now. Just search Carbon Stone, Anoxia, Gangsta's Paradise.
And hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Yeah, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave them a comment, help them get in that algorithm. Is that
we will talk to you, I promise. The algorithm.
Yeah.
Algorithm.
I wish Indie Rage Radio's YouTube would get in that algorithm. I tell you what,
God.
we recently started doing some like song reactions. Have you ever heard of the rock group Bandmade from Japan?
No.
Their fans are nuts.
Really?
Like the best videos we've ever had. Anyways.
Wow. No, I'll have to check that out. Bandmade.
Band-Made. Yeah, they're awesome.
Bandmade. Very cool.
All right, let's go ahead and play it. This is a cover of Coolio's masterpiece. It is Carbon Stone and Anoxia with Gangsta's Paradise on Indie Rage Radio. All right, very good.
Bandmade. I feel all bougie. I'm sitting here writing with my iPad pen. Like,
with your what?
My iPad pen.
Oh.
Making notes.
I thought you said fountain pen. I was like, you got a fountain pen?
It's my little, my little Apple pen, or whatever you want to call it.
All right, so segment number 3, we're going to talk a little bit more about the band.
Okay. Oh, let's see, Mikey over here.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. Hour number 2. We are back with Chrystal from Anoxia. They're a hard rock band from Baltimore, Maryland. Go Ravens. You guys got Derrick Henry. So if you guys don't win the Super Bowl, I don't know what to say. I really don't.
God. I'll get a few games in and I'll get so mad I have to turn it off. I think I'm over this.
So let's talk a little bit about the band. You guys formed in 2004.
Yes, sir.
And is this the original lineup, new lineup? How'd you meet the guys in the current lineup? And you said off camera that you guys have some interesting stories about all of the bandmates. So let's talk about that.
Yes. So 2004, Anoxia was born. And then I think we did our first show in 2009. We had a couple member changes. The original lineup has definitely changed. I was left alone probably around 2014 or so. And then when I decided to straighten my crown and come back out, we went for we just like wiped the slate clean and came back out with new members. Being in a 2-band household, not only is it expensive, but it's tricky because you got schedule changes, you got this, that, and because of our image change, it made it that much more easier to be able to, coordinate things. And well, we're already here, let's just do the thing, So that's how that started. And then all of a sudden, there was names. There was, hey, I'm gonna create this guy, and this guy's gonna be like it's a multiverse. It really is. So even these guys, Relic, Dust, Void, Ash, Shadow, and there was a member previously named Decay. They all were interlinked with Carbon Stone as well. And Carbon Stone has Frankie, which Relic and Frankie are like this dual masterminding type characters, hate Corey. They want to take over Carbon Stone and cause chaos and all this other stuff. So each one has this little, like, we call a soundscape type of I guess a phrase that they go off of, which if you've heard the album and streamed it, sorry for you. I actually have the album and I purposely did it differently on the album physically than you're going to hear it on Spotify or Apple. You
Nice.
don't get the soundscapes. You don't get the intro. You don't get the hidden track. Yes, I went there. It is an entire story from start to finish, and you need to listen to it that way because it's going to go, what did I just listen to? So on the streaming services, all you get is song, 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 and there's stuff that's not there. But continuing on with that, we're going to continue on with that. I'm in the middle of writing a book. I want to do vinyl eventually because there's been a lot of people that have asked for it, and I didn't think that that was going to happen. So I'm moving my way there. But the guys themselves, the main reason why I did this is because I didn't want anybody to have power over my music anymore. On a serious tip, I really wanted to be in control of my own music because when it ended, and it ended abruptly, and I was stuck. Like, okay, now what? So in order for me to be able to come back out, I needed to say, okay, I need to have control of all of this stuff. Not that I'm not giving you credit or not anything like that, but I need to make sure that I am secure to where if you walk out on me, I can still continue. So initially, that's how the masks were created. Anybody can wear the mask. So if somebody quits, if somebody has a baby, if somebody's getting married, if somebody's moving to Africa, I can fill your spot and nobody's gonna know.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the idea. But as it's evolved, it's become so much more than that. It's become family oriented. It's become, people want to get to know who the guardians are, and they're my spirits who protect me, and they have all these things going on, and I want to continue it that way. So it'll be fun, I think, while it lasts.
Yeah, and you mentioned, some of the guys in your band are in Carbon Stone as well. I noticed on your social media back in June, you said it had been over a decade since Anoxia and Carbon Stone had shared the stage together. How was that?
Uh-huh. It was hot. It was hot. And you know what? That's kind of where the cat came completely out of the bag. Like, there's been fans that have said, oh, that's totally Corey, or that's totally this guy or that guy. But, to play the part and to kind of keep it vague and mysterious is always so much more fun. But these guys work their ass off, and I can't even for 2 seconds think it was 106 heat index that day. We were
Holy
outside,
cow.
we were in the sun, and my drummer just got over COVID, and I'm just looking at these guys, and they're like, "Please don't make us wear the masks." I'm like, okay, I don't want to kill you, So that's yeah. But Carbon Stone and Anoxia used to share the stage all the time. And then even there before Corey and I were a couple, we shared the stage quite a few times. I was direct support for his album release for What You Become, and he was my direct support for my video release for Not Alone, the very first video that I put out. So it was just bound to happen. So yeah.
So up next, let's talk about your song "Tears I Bleed." What's the song about?
Tears I Bleed was actually a song that we were writing when the quiet happened, and we got maybe the drum track and some scratch guitar, and there went that. And I said, you know what? I put a lot into the songs previously, and I'm game to change them up a little bit, but there's a couple that are just really special to me that I really want to make sure that they get heard. And the context of the song changed a little bit. It was originally written for my kids because I did everything for them. And my previous relationship was so long and drawn out. It was 14 years. And I was trying to just reinvent myself and figure out who I was aside from a wife and a mother at the time. So that's kind of where it started, where it initiated, but it evolved into something a lot more spiritual that I think a lot of people can really connect to.
Here it is. It's "Tears I Bleed" from Anoxia on Indie Rage Radio. All right, very good. Last segment, and
Yay.
I just noticed, I think this whole video, I got like this alfalfa cowlick.
I'm not even looking at it. Oh, I'm
Sticking
sorry.
up back there.
Oh, I had Frankie in here the whole time, and I didn't even realize it until like the second one. I was like, "Hey, there's Frankie. We should probably move him." Fine.
All right, last segment. It's kind of like we're up against the clock. It's the last segment
Okay.
of the show, the last song of the show. So we're just tying a bow on everything.
All right.
All right, let's see. Segment 4 in 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. Sadly, we are at the end of the show. It's got to happen every week. We only have a 2-hour slot on the station. So, I mean, it's got to come to an end sometime. And we're there.
Yeah.
We are joined by Chrystal, the lead vocalist from the band Anoxia from Baltimore, Maryland. They're a post-industrial hard rock band. Check them out. Go stream their music. Go buy their music. Go to get some merch. Go follow them on social media. All right. So You told me earlier that you're in the lab working on some new material. What's the future look like for Anoxia?
We're working on some sound changes, I think. Anoxia has never been a band that's used like the backing tracks, the synths and stuff like that just add so much more depth to your music when you're playing live, and kind of crumbled and was like, let's try it, let's give it a go and see how it sounds. And I have control of that too, and I'm learning things, and we're just keeping up with the times, trying to. I think that the next version that people are going to see of me and the band is going to be just next level. Going to up the bar just a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, last song of the show. Let's go ahead and talk about Earthbound. What is this song about?
Oh, Earthbound is, when you listen to it, you're gonna know. The Earthbound is very intimate to me. It's probably the most intimate song I've ever written in my life. It goes really deep into the heartstrings. It's really asking the question, tell me you want to be here. Don't give up. You know, steadfast, keep your head above water. You know, I know it's hard, but if it wasn't, it wouldn't be worth it. You know, it's kind of a rock love song, and it also features my husband, Corey James of Carbonstone, and the video is amazing. It's beautiful. It's misty, very pagan oriented. So I think you'll dig it.
Here it is. It is Earthbound. She is Chrystal for Anoxia. I am Mikey O. We are out of here. We'll see ya when we see ya. All right. Very cool. Before you leave, would you be able to give me a drop and say, hey, this is Chrystal from Anoxia, and you're listening to Indie Rage Radio?
I sure can.
Whenever you're ready.
Hey, this is Chrystal of Anoxia, and you're listening to Indie Rage Radio. Turn it up.
Nice. The hidden track. Have you ever heard of a band called Plum?
Why does that sound familiar?
It was
Maybe.
Tiffany Arbuckle's band.
Maybe.
They had a hidden track, and it was like 60 minutes, like after their final track.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
Yeah. And like, because like when I put it on, I was like, why is this track like 64 minutes? And
yeah, that's a lot.
Just kept letting it play till it finally got there.
Wow.
I really dig that you brought back a hidden track. That's like so retro.
I love that. And that's where I'm trying to keep it. Like, I'm trying to keep music alive in that kind of world, that place, because we've gotten away from it. So, I mean, these kids are spoiled. They're so spoiled. And I'm sorry, I will tell anybody, all you millennials, you are spoiled. You don't know what it's like to appreciate the hard work that goes into, that was the coolest thing I've ever done. And I'm proud of that. And everybody needs to know about it. And hidden tracks were that. You know, you're playing your track and you're hanging out in your room and you're throwing your socks in your black light and you're doing your thing and you're like, dude, the song hasn't ended. And now, boom, all of a sudden, because how are they going to tell anybody at that time? They're not going to tell it. They don't know. You know, you don't know. And if they publicize it on the back of the CD or the, you know, what have you, they, you know, they just didn't know. It wasn't like a social media thing and a promotional thing. And, you had to do all this stuff. I did a song that's it's a piano ballad, but it's a cover as well.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so I did "So Cold" by Breaking Benjamin,
Oh,
but I
nice.
did it, but I did it my own way, and I kind of shortened it a little bit. But it was just a good thing to have. Like it was almost like just I don't know, bittersweet to end it. You know, you end the album with "Relinquish the Quiet." It was just a banger, just in your face, and then all of a sudden it's like it's time to say goodbye now, you know, and there's
Yeah,
all this soft piano, and it just made sense. So I hope
that's
that
awesome.
people really dig it. Yeah.
Yeah, kudos for that.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time. Make sure you tell Corey.
Absolutely.
Uh,
I
you
I
guys have
certainly will.
you guys have the dopest background that we've had on the
Oh,
show so far.
oh God, this is let me show you. This is my house. So these are my plant babies. And then that right there, that was going to be the cover of the album. My tattoo artist, I gave him a picture and I told him how I wanted it to be. And he started working on it, but we did the album a lot quicker than we thought we were going to.
Mhm.
So it never quite made it to that, but he did end up giving it to me after a while. And he was like, you have to sign it first. So, and then,
Cool.
yeah, so it's just a cool aesthetic behind us.
Yeah.
You know, when our neighbors are like, yeah, they're freaks. It's fine. It's
All right.
fine.
Well,
We used to practice here too.
y'all keep up the hard work, man. Y'all are doing a great job.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And thank you
Yeah.
so much. Thank you for everything. And maybe we'll do a dual segment sometime, or maybe we'll bring Frankie on.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Most
Yeah,
definitely.
for sure. For sure.
All
Well, you
right.
have a great weekend.
I'm gonna do it. You as well.
All right. Thank you.
I'll be hitting you. I'll be tagging you on social media so you know when it's coming out.
Tag me up.
All righty. Bye bye.
Awesome. Bye bye. Take care.
You as well.
All right.